I'm joined by Bellator bantamweight James Gallagher. James, it's just been announced you are fighting Jeremiah Labiana. Hilarious Bellator press conference we just had there. Take me through your thoughts on the opponent.
I've got a lot of respect for him. He's a tough opponent, solid jiu-jitsu black belt. He's fought some tough people, so he has. But I feel like he's probably maybe one of the toughest fight of my career. Probably, I know I'm definitely the toughest opponent of his career. I've studied him a lot. I was meant to fight him before. I can see his weaknesses that I feel like I'll exploit, and then I'm just going to go and do what I usually do. I'm going to go in there, pick him apart on the feet. He'll start to feel that it's just no hype train. He'll feel that it's the real deal in there, and he'll freak out. And once I can see that in his eyes, I'm going to exploit him. I'm going to take him down. I'm going to take my time, be patient with him. A lot of people try and rush things with him, and they get so close and then end up so far, is where I'm going to get so close and finish the deal. So I am, and that's how I can see it going. I'm going to take him down in the first round, be patient and break him up, bust him up bad, and make him want out of there, and then I'll give him his way out.
Obviously, it got a little bit heated as well in there. You said it was the James show. You're only 22 years old. You are a rising star in the sport. What do the next few years look like for you?
Absolutely madness. It is just sitting as a young lad looking back, you know what I mean, where I come from and all. I sit back and look at it. Obviously when I'm like here and in the moment and I'm doing these things, I deserve to be here. It's exactly what I deserve to be because I put in the work. But when you just sit back then when I'm chilling with my mates back home and stuff, and you're just sitting and look going, this is absolutely madness. I just sold out the Stray Arena. When you're Irish and you fight, it's everyone's dream to fight in the Stray Arena. And I'm 22 years old and I sold it out. Do you know what I mean? That's absolutely madness. I get goosebumps even just thinking about it, you know what I mean? But I deserve to do it, and I worked hard for it. It's what I dreamed of all my life, and now here I am doing it. I don't see it going any other way, and I just see the next 3 to 5 years doing the exact same thing, only on a mega scale. So it is, I'm going to be, when everyone thinks MMA, by 3 to 5 years time, they're going to be going James Gallagher, and that's the way I'm going to have it, and that's the way it's going to be.
So it's safe to say you want to be as active as possible this year then?
I want to fight at least 3 times by the end of this year. So it is, I want to have 4 fights this year. I just signed a new 6-fight deal. So it is with Bellator. I've got a big deal from them. I'm very grateful, but it's what I deserve. So it is, it's what I deserve. It's going to change my life and also my family's life, and being able to invest in myself, being able to invest in training, and I feel like it's going to get me to become the best in the world.
You are an advocate of the sport. You've been very vocal about the fact that, about MMA in Ireland. We now have so many huge broadcast deals across all the major MMA promotions now. Do you think this will help the mainstream media's image of MMA?
100%. So it is, you can see we're just normal fellas here. Do you know what I mean? We're just normal blokes doing something we love. When you see people see someone on TV, they've automatically this image or this thing that you should be like this. Do you know what I mean? And everyone always wants me to be a way, but they never want you to be yourself. Do you know what I mean? And this is what I'll strongly go against, and I will always be myself. I'll never change for anyone. I'll never be how anyone else wants me to be, because then it's not true. Do you know what I mean? And this is why I get a lot of grief, is because people don't like me being me, and that's the only thing I'm ever going to be. I'm not going to. People be like, oh, you can't fucking swear on these things, you can't do this. Well, if you don't like me for who I am, then don't do the thing. Do you know what I mean? It's just me, and this is how I am. We're normal people. We're not anything special. I've just dedicated my life to doing something that I love. I'm nothing more, nothing less. So I'm doing that, and I feel like the whole media platform is going to show this. They're going to show who we really are, show the true inside, where we come from. Do you know what I mean? And show our backgrounds, and show I'm just a young lad from Strabane, but just no one has ever done anything from there. No one's ever ventured out and done the kind of thing that I'm doing, and I'm very proud to be able to go and do that, and proud where I come from, and I'll always stick to my roots and always be me.
Speaking of your background, obviously you train at SBG, you have incredible teammates behind you. How does it feel to be able to train with those guys? Obviously you've got Conor McGregor, you've got your coaches there. How does it feel to be able to train with that level?
Unbelievable. So it is. When I was 15 years old, I moved from Strabane and moved in with John Kavanagh, my coach, and I've been training with Connor and all the guys since I've been like 13 and stuff, and there's a lot of absolute killers up there in that gym. There's like also we got like Kiefer Crosby coming up, Peter Queally in Bellator, do you know what I mean? So there's an army of us now coming, do you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of amateurs about to just cross over. We got Lee Hammond coming up, got a world champion kickboxer, a SEAL coming in, and they're still amateur and they're going to break through onto the pro scene very soon. So there's these guys, Lee's 20, 22, 23, do you know what I mean? Asil's 19, 20. A lot of young guys. I'm only 22 and I'm in this position where all my teammates are going to be in as well, do you know what I mean? And I'm very happy that I can maybe pass advice down to them or whatever when they get into my position, because this is where they're going to be someday. And it's good. It's positive vibes. It's the only thing I focus on, is being positive, getting me and my team to the position where we deserve for our hard work.
When you look at MMA, you know, it's not just a job. This is like a lifestyle for you guys. And I find that, you know, a lot of guys who they say, I'm retired. Half the time they do, you know, a lot of them do end up coming back because they miss it and it's, you know, it's their whole life. When you look at obviously the likes of Conor McGregor just announced he's going to retire. Do you think he will stay retired, or do you think he won't be able to resist coming back?
I hope he does, because I feel like he shouldn't come back unless he gets what he deserves. Do you know what I mean? This is a game about you stand up for what you believe in. You have that loyalty, and being Irish, and it's bred into us, is like when we're young. Do you know what I mean? You stand up for what you believe in. You take nothing less than what you deserve, and you have that loyalty to the death. Do you know what I mean? And I really hope that he sticks by that and gets what he deserves. He deserves the share in the company where he's at, and he doesn't deserve anything less. So he doesn't. I hope that he can maybe venture off, and do you know what I mean? He's got more money than anyone on the fucking planet. Do you know what I mean? So he can go and do a lot of fun things. He passes time. He's got a family now and stuff like this, and he's a very smart man. Do you know what I mean? Bringing out the proper 12 whiskey. Do you know what I mean? Making loads of money through that, and he can venture off and maybe do other things that's fun to him. Do you know what I mean? But deep down at heart, he's a fighter, and he'll want to fight again. But he should not unless he gets what he deserves, you know what I mean? And right now they don't have the loyalty or the respect to give him what he deserves, so he needs to stand up and be like, fuck that, do you know what I mean? I deserve this, and I'm going to stand up for this. I brought the company to this, he brought the company's revenue up to what it is, single-handedly, and he deserves it. So I hope that he gets what he deserves and comes back and fights, but if he doesn't get what he deserves, best of luck in retirement.
And if that does happen, he does get what he deserves and he comes back. There's been a lot of arguments over who he should face when he came back. Who would you think would be the best option for him? Would you say maybe it was Diaz? Would you say it was a rematch with Khabib? What do you guys think generally as a teammate?
He doesn't need anyone. He's the pinnacle. They all need him. He doesn't need anyone. He's good. He doesn't ever needs to fight again. Do you know what I mean? What he needs is a share in the company and another contract to fight again. That's all he needs. He doesn't need anyone, and I really hope that he gets that and that we can see who he picks, because he is the belt. Do you know what I mean? And there's lightweight champion, featherweight champion. Now it's Conor's show. Do you know what I mean? And I hope when he comes back that he gets the stake that he deserves and that he can put on that show again for everyone.
Just to say, final comments on your fight. How do you predict the fight goes down on June 22nd?
First round, rear neck choke. So that is.